The unstoppable lawyer. In the bustling city of New York, there lived a brilliant and ambitious lawyer named Ava. She was a rising star in her firm, known for her razor-sharp mind and unwavering dedication to justice. Ava's life was not without its challenges, however. As a black woman in a predominantly white industry, she faced racism and sexism on a daily basis. But Ava was not one to back down from a fight. One day, Ava's firm hired a new manager, a middle-aged white man named Jack. From the moment he arrived, Jack made it clear that he did not think Ava was worthy of her position. He would often make snide comments about her abilities and question her judgment. Ava tried to brush off Jack's behavior, but it was hard to ignore. She began to feel like she was walking on eggshells, never knowing when Jack would strike next. One day, Jack went too far. He called Ava into his office and told her that she was not performing up to par. He said that she was not a team player and that she needed to step up her game. Ava had had enough. She stood up to Jack, looking him straight in the eye. "I am a brilliant lawyer," she said, her voice firm but calm. "I have worked tirelessly for this firm, and I will not be belittled by you." Jack was taken aback by Ava's bravery. He had not expected her to stand up for herself, and he did not know how to react. But Ava was not finished. She filed a formal complaint against Jack, citing his racist and sexist behavior. She also began to gather evidence, documenting every instance of Jack's abuse. As the days went by, Ava's colleagues began to rally around her. They had witnessed Jack's behavior firsthand, and they were appalled by his actions. When the firm's management learned of Ava's complaint, they were forced to take action. They launched an investigation into Jack's behavior, and soon, the truth came to light. Jack was fired, and Ava was hailed as a hero. Her bravery had inspired her colleagues to stand up against racism and sexism, and she had created a safer and more inclusive work environment. Ava's victory was not limited to her firm, however. Her story spread like wildfire, inspiring countless others to stand up against injustice. She became a symbol of hope and resilience, proof that even in the darkest of times, one person can make a difference. As Ava looked back on her journey, she knew that she had made a difference. She had fought back against racism and sexism, and she had won. But Ava's story is not just about her own victory. It is about the impact she had on those around her. It is about the countless people she inspired to stand up against injustice. Ava's story is a reminder that we all have the power to make a difference. We can all be heroes, standing up against racism and sexism and fighting for justice. And as Ava walked into the courtroom, ready to take on her next case, she knew that she would always be a force to be reckoned with. She was a brilliant lawyer, a fierce advocate, and a true hero. The story of Ava, the unstoppable lawyer, will continue to inspire and motivate people for generations to come. It is a reminder that we all have the power to make a difference, and that together we can create a more just and equitable society. Ava's story teaches us that we should never give up, even in the face of adversity. We should always stand up for what is right, even if it means standing alone. And most importantly, Ava's story reminds us that we are all heroes, waiting to happen. We just need to find the courage to stand up and fight for what is right. As Ava's story comes to an end, we are left with a sense of hope and inspiration. We know that we can all make a difference, and that together we can create a brighter future. And so, let Ava's story be a reminder to us all. Let it inspire us to stand up against injustice, to fight for what is right, and to never give up, even in the face of adversity. For Ava is not just a brilliant lawyer, she is a true hero, and her story will continue to inspire and motivate us for generations to come.